Hello, trading is closed on January 4th, 2016. Over the weekend, I thought we had a relatively positive pattern. I was hoping to see a gap up. I sit at least over this high and probably over this one, but if we didn't take out this high early in the day, bad things would happen. Fortunately, I also said if I were wrong, it would be obvious from the open. I also have a standard rule that a strong gap in the undesired direction kills the call before the open. I should point out, if one looks at the futures market, the call wasn't all that awful, because in futures, when we opened Sunday night, we did have a gap up. It was over this high. It was equal to this high here. And when we didn't come close to this one, bad things happened. Well, during the day, early on, MEJT gave an ultimate buy signal. The minimum target was hit immediately. We normally get more than the minimum, which we did. I don't know what that's doing there. Which we did by the end of the day. We got an ultimate sell signal that worked, but even though the market was in big trouble, the software said the move down was a false move and that prices would retrace to those blue lines, which they did. No new MEJT signals for tomorrow. In general, when you gap down like this, hit new lows and close over all the lows, it's pretty positive. When you close over the highs, it's even more positive, unless that's reversed early in the day. So unless we get an early reversal, preferably by having a trade under this low, higher prices should print. I like to learn from other traders. One trader sent me this. You draw an Andrews pitchfork on the monthly chart, and you'll see how we traded over the middle time for a long time, and we're now in a trading range in the place between the middle and the lower time. I think there's a good chance that low holds. For one thing, here's your stilt, here's your stilt, here's the diamond. You take 38.2%, and there's the target right on the nose. If we have a stilt-like move up, I think you could call that a diamond. And if that were to happen, we'd have a reasonable target around, I guess, 2031 and 1/2. In addition to the diamond on stilts, we also had a sequential buy signal from Tom DeMark. This is a valid break of a TD line. It gives us a target of dropping to 1839 plus. There's a few things we have to be cognizant of. One of my signals is when a slanting trend line is broken in a straight line move down, there's an obligation to return to the line. It doesn't mean we can't drop first, but if we return to the line tomorrow, it'll be around the high 2020s, maybe 2027. And if we want to hit that 2031.5 target, it might take till the end of the week. I think that until proven otherwise, we have the up move that lasted years ending here, wave 1 down, and possibly wave 2 up. If we do have a recovery to this trend line and then drop, be aware it would be a third wave of multiple degree, and we could move down over 200 handles pretty quickly. I think the end of the year is a good time to assess how the MEJT system did during the past year. We did have a few failed targets print or unsatisfied target print. This is one ultimate. This is actually two targets at the same price. One's from a standard MEJT signal, one's from the ultimate signal, and those printed. Well, here's a computer analysis of all the signals in the past year. There was a morning buy signal 9 times. 8 of the times the target was hit within the preferred time frame when it came later. 21 afternoon buy signals, they all were hit within the preferred time frame. There were morning sell signals 16 times. They all printed, 2 of them later than the time frame is preferred. Afternoon sell signals, also 16. All the targets were hit, 2 of the hits came late. There were ultimate signals in the morning to buy, all 30 printed. In the afternoon to buy, all 19 printed. To sell in the morning, we had 31, they all printed. To sell in the afternoon, 1 miss. We had some variant ultimate signals to buy. 46 of them printed, 1 miss. In the afternoon, 32 printed, they all hit. In the morning, we had some ultimate variant sell signals, 47 signals, 1 miss. In the afternoon, 33 signals, they all printed. There were morning retracement signals 62 times. 60 of them hit, but 14 of them came late. There were afternoon retracement signals 172 times. 139 were hit, 29 were hit late. There were engulfing signals. These are optional because they don't really have to print, but they almost always will. If they don't print by the following day, I forget about them. 73 of them came in the morning and they all printed. In the afternoon, 61, they didn't all print, I'm sorry. 5 of them didn't print. They came after, they didn't print within the next day's close, so 5 missed. And in the afternoon, we had 2 misses out of 61. So all in all, in 2015, we had 688 signals. 624 of them printed within the preferred time frame. 48 printed after the preferred time frame. Of the optional signals, there were 7 misses out of 144 signals. 7 out of 144 doesn't sound like much, but it's a greater number of misses than all the other signals put together because there were 9 unsatisfied targets, but 3 of them printed today. This is 1, the ultimate is 2 and 3, so we have only 6 targets which haven't printed. Of the 6, 2 of them came on July 21, and remember, a failure at a high is part of the system. 2 of them happened on December 2, right at the high, that's part of the system. These other 2 misses, eventually one of them has to print, so at some point, as far as a target not really printing and not being part of the system, there's going to be at least 1 miss, maybe none, for 2015. I think that's pretty good. You would think people would be happy with that. So what I'd like to do is to show you the latest review of my book on Amazon. It says 1 star, and the comment is, the trading system was not effective at all. So the point of showing you that is really twofold. One, no system works if you don't understand it. Obviously, with a track record like that, most people would be happy. But if you don't understand it, you're going to think it's no good. And the point of the software isn't just to give the calls. It teaches one how to use the whole system. And the other point is, I would appreciate if somebody would write a review on Amazon's website. And here's my book. If you could add a review saying it worked, that would help me. So for the next few days, I think we're going to have a recovery to this line, even though it doesn't have to come first. I think it will. I think we're going to be up tomorrow unless we gap down immediately at the open. But after we hit this line in the high 2020s and low 2030s, I look for resistance with the possibility of a very big drop down to at least 1839 and perhaps more than that. And that's today's call.